Leo Sayer, pulling an all-dayer. So this is part 2, because I just wanted to come on very quickly in order to show you this. But the trouble is that I realised now that I've just literally covered it up. But on the thumbnail of your last one, there was eyes and a nose and everything else on this one. And they had a pound sign. I think it was like a pound sign on the eye. You'll have to watch the other one, but look at when I was drawing it, and then also look at the, the thumbnail. So this is obviously, someone is going 1, 2, 3, down the hatch, and drinking a lot and paying for it here. Okay, so basically somebody is drinking vast amounts of alcohol all of the time, or just celebrating something. Now, it could be a birthday or something like that. I really got no idea. But what I'm picking up is that this person individually, goes out drinking to a pub, or a restaurant. And they drink all the time because these are also shots. Okay. This person could also work in a shop. Okay, so they work around people all day long in a shop. Whoever message this is for, I've got no idea. Okay, Eliza. But this person actually works in a shop where people are coming in and out all day long. Could be this building here. Okay, but they work in a shop all day long. They work around people. And they go to the pub every single night, more than likely, drinking shots. And then drinking, basically anything is what I'm saying. Because by the time it gets from this cup to this cup, they are absolutely pie-eyed. Right here, like, oh. So, like I said, this isn't really going to work because I've just realised that on the first reading, I hadn't filled all the blue in here and there was a face on it. And I said, oh my God, this person's like drooling at the bit and like dribbling or like, oh my God, like. So obviously it means that they're pissed, all right? So I don't know if that relates anything to you or not, or whether you really should. Is it a Pisces or not, or someone that has like Life Path 3 in their chart maybe, or Charlotte? Okay, sorry about the noise, but I've got a lot of clients at the moment. So yeah, I don't know if this relates to you or not, if you're trying to stop someone drinking, but what my spirit is saying is calm the hell down on it, because I'm now looking at this, and this is crack. Okay, so it might also be cocaine, okay, or Derek, or D, anybody's got D in the name, but now I'm looking at this, there is like this overindulgent energy of alcohol and possible drugs. Or all of this is going on in a building here, which means that this would be a pub. Okay. So whatever you call it in America, a bar. Okay. But why am I also picking up that somebody's got a bar through their nose or their nipple? I really don't know. But up the nose. So they're saying, so Spirit is saying that there's an element of drugs and alcohol, but excessively, or the name Lee or Laura or anybody that has L in their name. Okay. But this isn't like, okay, I'm just having the odd drink in a pub or a restaurant or a bar, right? This person is physically off their nut. Right here, because I've kind of drawn it again, but by the time it gets here, this person's pie-eyed, bruv, absolutely slaughtered. Okay, and that there is an element of hanging around this bar or this restaurant, but I'd pick it up as a boozer mainly, someone from Maine, or someone that has mania. Okay, that could be like ADHD, could be a lot of impulse behaviour. Manie, from Manie, or anybody that has like M in their name, or E in their name, or M, or Emma, or Emily, okay? But whatever there is something to do with around a pub, a bar, a restaurant, maybe overindulging and drinking. Now, the reason why I've kind of come back back to this, right, here, it's not because, I thought I'll just do a reading. It's because I don't know if there is a concern to do with someone that needs help to do with drugs, alcohol, and drinking, or if they are drinking their sorrows away, which means that I am upset. Okay, upset. Or anybody that has S in the name. Sue, Sarah, Steve, I don't drink, so it's not me. But they have maybe S in their name. Okay, but there's this possible overindulgent energy. Maybe it was to do with around the reading that came up quite a while ago, where it was to do with around fell off the wagon, where there was a wheel, fell off the wagon. That could relate to the horse and cart. Okay, could be a chariot. So this could also be a taxi. But watch the Capricorn reading that I just did, where this relates to something. Where it came up as the chariot. Now this might either be, okay, drinking and driving. If it isn't the person that's actually drinking and driving, okay, but they are drunk, then this is to do with around where it would be a taxi, right? Because of this, and then this, meaning the fact that it's the chariot, okay? The chariot is obviously a car. So just be very careful if somebody is overindulging in crack or cocaine or both, and also alcohol, mixing everything. So that would also mean maybe someone that has Sag in their chart, maybe Taurus, okay, but basically a 5, okay, because that would be Sagittarius, meaning mixing. So mixing and mastering could be someone that's very much into music. Okay, the music could be influencing someone in order to drink and do possible drugs. Okay. If it isn't like a DJ or someone that's or anybody that has D or J in their name, okay. But if it isn't anybody that is kind of like, actually, you know what, we're going out raving and we're doing all this sort of stuff and we're mixing our drinks and drugs and blah, blah, blah. This is just someone that's experiencing this kind of thing being a taxi driver, okay? Because they may drink, they may do drugs, but then at the end of the day, they actually get a taxi home. But still, there's this element of doing too much, excessively. Now, this could also be a jukebox, okay, where you put your money. I'm not so sure how to spell jukebox, but this is a jukebox. So that means that this would also be at a pub. Okay, a pub. This person could also have a pug wash, a dog, but that would also relate to / cat. So that this is a Leo that's more than likely doing it. Okay, Leo. So the relevance of what I've got, whether this is important to you or whether it isn't, whether someone needs to know or whether they don't, or it's just what someone is doing. But there's an element of like music, raving, drugs, alcohol, a bar, restaurant, okay, jukebox, money being put into a jukebox, drinking drugs, alcohol, crack or cocaine. Taxi from Africa. The Grand Hotel. Jim Morrison. So anybody that's got J in their name or M in their name. Okay, Jim could be someone that's called Jim or John. Right? But taxi, because I'm pissed. I'm slaughtered off my nut. I can't, I've been doing shots, alcohol, drink, and maybe drugs. I've been going to a pub and a restaurant nearly every single night. Now, if it isn't, then this is, like I said, it's just someone that has a drinking problem because they're getting absolutely slaughtered. Yeah, right. So by the time I've had 2, I've had 3. Right. Now, I'm not saying that nobody should drink and all of that sort of stuff. I'm just kind of informing you that something is kind of coming up here where it may involve cars, which is obviously very dangerous if someone is doing drugs and drinking with also car, okay, or Jimmy. And then putting money in a jukebox, blah, 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 enjoying themselves, but going out every single night here. And then also working with the public in a shop the next day with the public after, like, having all of this alcohol. So anyway, I thought I'd just come back on and just show you what, when I was looking at your thumbnail, why I thought this cup here was so relevant to the one that had a face on it and looked absolutely pie-eyed, but these two didn't. It's because it was basically telling me that what I missed, this person's getting absolutely blasted and that they end up with, like, fucking pissed off their nut, blah, 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 so on and so forth, drinking alcohol at a bar and maybe getting into all kinds of stuff. Okay. So anyway, that is your part 2 of your message. Please make sure you like, share and subscribe. Now, again, if you guys want to join the new Facebook group, then please look on the post section of this video. Also, don't forget to check out below, because that is where I'm holding raffles, cheap readings. You have a chance to enter the raffle and join for 2. You can buy a number for like £2. And the more people there are, the quicker the chance there will be for everybody to be able, for me to be able to do another raffle. Because by the time all the numbers have gone, I will then start another raffle for other people or the same people. But the more there are, the more chances that you've got to win, because I will be doing more and more and more raffles, right? So it's a very safe place for you to come. The link is in the description box. It's 7 Tarots readings, 7 Tarots raffles and readings page on Facebook, okay? So thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. All links are provided below to everything that you need, including personal readings. And I will see you soon.